Hola, buenos dias. Good morning. My name is Cecily Callahan, and my pronouns are she, her. I serve gratefully as your coordinator of community life. I'm your go-to person for info about the church or if you want to get connected or involved. I offer you a warm and watery welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Church of Fresno, California, and our annual all-ages water communion. Welcome to everyone on our online campus. Welcome to everyone on our Alluvial Avenue Church campus. Welcome to everyone joining the service later on Facebook or YouTube. We are one congregation in many places. If you are at home, this is a good time to get a small cup or container of water and also a bowl so that you can participate in our mingling of the water ritual later in today's service. We honor and respect the indigenous peoples on whose land our Alluvial Avenue campus sits. As a part of this recognition, we encourage you to learn more about the history of the Yokuts peoples and to support or visit the following resources: Native American Rights Fund and National Indian Education Association. This Water Communion Sunday, please know that you are welcome if this is your first or your 400th time being with us. You are welcome no matter your race, culture of origin, age, spiritual background, or religious beliefs. Your neurodiversity is welcome here. You are welcome no matter your disabilities, level of formal education, or how much money you possess. Those of us who are lesbian, gay, bi, transgender, non-binary, gender fluid, or intersex are welcome here. We are welcome with or without documentation, and whether we rent, own a home, stay with a friend, or are unhoused, all are welcome here. Todos son bienvenidos aquí. Because of the special nature of today's water communion service and a different flow of things, we won't be sharing joys, sorrows, concerns, or gratitude this week. Tim, would you say a few words about our Children's Explore Floor?
Buenos dias! So today is an all-ages service, which means our children and youth are going to be staying with us in the sanctuary for the whole service, which is why we have our amazing Explore Floor. Can I hear a shout from everybody on the Explore Floor? I think that is a round of applause. That is perfect. We welcome noise, sounds. We welcome the liveliness of our children during today's service. Also, we invite you, if you wish, at any time, we do have staff who are happy to take your kids off to the playground. So if Explore Floor even gets to be too much to sit and hang out there, we have staff to help you get your kids out and entertain them outside. So let's, in advance, thank our children's staff who will be doing that for us.
Now, in our Alluvial Avenue Sanctuary, in the chat box or in the silence of our hearts, let's take a moment to say buenos dias and greet one another.
Don't do anything extraneous. Stuff in my head.
So buenos dias, mi nombre es Timoteo. My name is Tim. My pronouns are he, him, and I am so excited to welcome you to our annual water communion led allows the sound of the teacher to take at least some of us to that place of stillness and quiet that is within us all.
Start with the foot, start with the drum.
Finding my way, 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 finding my way back home. Finding my way, 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 finding my way back home. Finding my way, 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 finding my way back home. Finding my way, 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 finding my way back home.
Good morning. Buenos dias. I'm Sue, one of the absolutely fabulous kids here at church. Joining me are Miss Eva and Miss Emily. If you have a candle or chalice with you on our online campus, bring it close as we'll be lighting it soon. Our chalice lighting words are adapted from the writings of Unitarian Universalist Molly Hoosh Gordon. These are her words.
We gather together this morning.
We gather together this morning tenderly, like drops of dew on a leaf of grass.
We gather together hopefully, like gathered raindrops in a cloud.
Gleefully, like water rushing in a stream to the sea.
Deeply, like groundwater pulled up from a well.
We gather from every direction.
We gather from every direction for another year of growth and depth.
Another year of companionship and hope.
Another year of learning to love this world.
We gather like the water that joins us across all creation.
The water that connects us within and without.
merging and flowing across the entire world.
In that spirit, please light your chalice or candle at home as Abby and Valerie kindle the flame on our Alluvial Avenue chalice.
Our song of praise is one of our favorites. There's a river flowing. As always, Tim is going to introduce us to how we do the river dance while we sing.
We'll wait 1 minute while So, body dance, if you want to join me, there's no obligation, you don't have to, but the words are going to be, there's a river flowing in my soul. So we make a river with our hands. There's a river flowing in my soul, and it's telling me, and then this is I am somebody. There's a river flowing in my soul. The second time it's going to be, it's telling me you are somebody. So without poking somebody in the eye, you want to just go, so it's telling me you are somebody. There's a river flowing in my soul. The next time is it's not just about us, but it's also about those who are out there. So it's going to be, and it's telling me they are somebody. And because we don't want to have a situation where it's them versus us, we want to create inclusion for all. So the last time it'll be, there's a river flowing in my soul, there's a river flowing in my soul, and it's telling me we are somebody, because we're drawing the circle to make a we. There's a river flowing in my soul. So, as you're willing and able, please rise, body or spirit. There's a river flowing in my soul.
What? D. There's a river flowing in my soul. There's a river flowing in my soul, and it's telling me I am somebody. There's a river flowing in my soul. There's a river flowing in my soul. There's a river flowing in my soul, and it's telling me you are somebody. There's a river flowing in my soul. There's a river flowing in my soul. There's a river flowing in my soul, and it's telling me they are somebody. There's a river flowing in my soul. There's a river flowing in my soul. There's a river flowing in my soul, and it's telling me we are somebody. There's a river flowing in my soul. There's a river flowing, there's a river flowing, there's a river flowing, there's a river flowing, there's a river flowing in my soul.
So I invite us to remain standing as folks who are leaving the chancel leave the chancel when we say together our mission. La misión de la Iglesia Unitaria Universalista de Fresno es amar inclusivamente, crecer espiritualmente, servir con gratitud y trabajar por la justicia. The mission of the Unitarian Universalist Church of Fresno is to love inclusively, grow spiritually, serve gratefully, and work for justice. Please be seated. So, I've got a question. Miss Emily gives me the mic. Have any of the kids who are here today, but also one or two adults as well, have you ever had a dream about making something better? Has anybody ever had a dream about making something better? I got a nice definitive shaking of the head, no. And this is the moment where the elders of the church rescue the minister. Has anybody here ever had a dream about making something better? You want to let me know?
When I was younger, I had a lot of dreams of making things better. And as I got older, they somewhat faded, but now they're rekindled.
Wonderful. I love that. Rekindling a dream. Anybody else? Yes. All the way to the back. Hooray. There you go.
Sorry to make you jog.
That's okay, Brooke.
I do have my own dream, but I'd like to share my husband's instead. Ever since we were young, we were married at a very young age, he had always told me that he wanted to leave the world a better place than how he found it, which is something I'm sure you've heard throughout your own lives. But the world kept getting smaller and smaller and smaller and more focused. And so what became the world became California. What became California became Fresno. What became Fresno became the Tower District. What was the Tower District became the Van Ness Village. My husband and I have been managing a small local makerspace that is mostly community oriented and community driven, making sure that your small membership fee gives you accessibility to things like sewing machines, because while many of us may think that a sewing machine is just $100 or $200, there's maintenance involved, and not everyone has that $100 or $2 to spend on it. Nor does everyone have $15,000 to spend on a laser cutter. So making things accessible and making the community a more, a space where people are not blockaded by their finances to learn and do more things in their life.
Thank you for that dream. It makes me wonder, do we need to even tell the story? Because that was a dream.
It was. So we have a story about a little raindrop named Higgins, who was a drop with a dream. So once upon a time, there was a drop of water named Higgins. No, he was no ordinary drop of water. He was a drop with a dream.
Higgins lived in a valley where it had not rained in a long time, so the green grass was turning brown, the flowers were wilting, and the trees were drooping. Sound familiar?
Higgins had a dream that one day the valley would be beautiful again, but what could he do? After all, he was only a drop of water. One day, Higgins decided to travel and tell others about his dream. All the drops listened, but no one believed that his dream would come true. Higgins, said one, get your head out of the clouds. You can't spend your whole life dreaming.
Higgins decided that he had to do something to make his dream come true. So he began to think and think and think and think, which for some of us is a dangerous thing. But one day, as he was walking by a rusty old bucket, he got an idea. Higgins said, if enough of us drops of water got together in this bucket, there would be enough water to sprinkle on maybe a few flowers to help them grow and become beautiful again. Eagerly, with so much energy, Higgins told everybody about his great, great idea. But you know what? Everybody thought he was being foolish. That Higgins is nothing but a dreamer, they said.
Well, Higgins decided he had to do something to convince the others. So he said to them, I'm getting into the bucket. I hope some of you will join me. Then there might be enough water to at least help some flowers grow beautiful again. So Higgins ran as hard as he could, hopped way up into the air, and landed with a kerplunk in the bottom of the bucket. And there he sat, just a drop in the bucket.
Higgins was very lonely. It seemed like no one else wanted to join him. But after a while, some of the other drops of water could see that the grass was dying, the flowers were wilting, and the trees were drooping. They finally realized climate change was real and decided that something must be done. Suddenly, one drop shouted, "I'm going in the bucket with Higgins." Could we all say that together? "I'm going in the bucket with Higgins." And they leaped through the air and landed kerplunk in the bucket. Then two drops yelled, "Wait for us." Could we yell that? "Wait for us." And they hopped through the air and landed in that bucket. Then 10 drops jumped through the air into the bucket. Then 30, then 50, and then hundreds of drops came from all around just to hop in that bucket.
Yes. Soon the bucket was full of water, but there were still more drops that wanted to join, so they found another bucket and hopped in. Before long, there were 2 buckets of water, and then 3, and then 4, and then 10, and then hundreds, and then thousands of buckets of water.
Along came a powerful breeze that blew over all the buckets, and the water all flowed together to make a mighty stream. Everywhere that the water flowed became green again. The grass turned green, the flowers bloomed, and the trees that were drooping stood straight up, nourished and alive.
And all this happened because Higgins had a dream, and his dream came true. Because he knew that although he was just one drop in a bucket, enough drops in the bucket could make a bucket full, and when there are enough buckets with the wind behind them, then justice will roll down like waters and righteousness like a mighty stream.
Emily, I wonder what would happen if we had a dream to make something better.
The end? Or maybe the beginning?
So I invite us to take in a breath, breathing in peace, and then breathing out love. And again, let's breathe in peace. Oh, thank you. We're going to continue breathing in peace, breathing out love, as we have an anthem that the minister forgot was happening.
1, 2, 3.
Like a mountain stream where the air is thin and the clouds are dancing on your cheek, like a sudden rain on a Texas night when you catch your breath and can't speak. You are like water to me when the ground is bare and dry. When the rains come, it's easy to see that you are like water to me. Like a bright headlight on a long freight train in the darkest night, all alone. Like some battered ship on a turbulent sea when the far-off lighthouse shone. You are like sunlight to me when the shadows come by. When the dawn breaks, it's easy to see that you are like sunlight to me. mountain stream, like dancing wild and free,
Like every song that's easy to sing, you are like water to me.
like a mountain stream where the air is thin and the clouds are dancing on your cheek, like a sudden rain on a Texas night when you catch your breath and can't speak. You are like water to me when the ground is bare and dry. When the rains come, it's easy to see
That you are like water to me.
We continue breathing in. And as we breathe in, we breathe again in peace. And we breathe out love. Breathing in peace. Breathing out love. And one more time. Let's just together breathe in peace. Breathe out love. As we continue breathing together this morning, let's breathe into one question for reflection. How were you kind or caring in the last week? And we move with that energy of kindness and caring. And we lift up our beloveds, those unable to be with us this morning because of illness or mobility. We think of Chris E. as he recovers from his surgery after an accident, breaking his leg. We think of Betty P., who is continuing her recovery from knee replacement surgery. We think of Jim P., who took a fall this week. Andrew L., as he continues his treatment for cancer. We also hold KP in our thoughts, Armin B., Bev F., Glenda R., and Pat M. Looking beyond our church community, we remember that Friday was International Day of the World's Indigenous Peoples. And so, this morning we light our candle of community for all that is in our heart, and also for all those who on this day have no one to remember them, no one to say their name with kindness, gentleness, or love. We light this candle. By our remembering, may we and they be blessed. Our call to meditation is a little more rousing than usual, heart wide open. If you don't know it, you'll pick it up pretty quickly.
You've got to keep your heart wide open, though the waves wanna push you around. You've got to keep your heart wide open till your faith brings you back to solid ground.
run.
Let's really sing loudly.
I'm gonna keep my heart wide open. Though the waves wanna push me around, I'm gonna keep my heart wide open till my faith brings me back to solid ground. We've gotta keep our hearts wide open, though the waves wanna push us around. We've gotta keep our hearts wide open till our faith brings us back to solid ground.
As we prepare to enter a time of shared silence, kids, I want you to listen really carefully. And as we sometimes do, when you hear the silence begin, just raise up your hand so I know you've heard the silence.
As we move out of our sacred silence, I invite you to bring your voice into our time of prayer or reflection. Our response will be, feelings flow through me. Can we try that together? Feelings flow through me. And again, feelings flow through me. Let us pray. Spirit of life, fuente de amor, source of strength, we relish in the joy of the memories of this summer season nearly coming to a close. Joy for sweet sun-kissed peaches, ice cream sundaes, and swimming pools. Joy for laughter, for time with friends, community, and ourselves. Together, let us say, feelings flow through me. We hold space for sadness too. Sadness for expectations not met, sadness for that which has been lost, and personal struggles and pain. Together, let us say, feelings flow through me. Finally, we center ourselves in gratitude for this community we share. Gratitude for holding space for all of our feelings and for welcoming our true selves. Gratitude for centering love and inspiring us to work together towards a common good. Together, let us say, feelings flow through me. May we find peace in our joy, solace in our sadness, and gratitude for love which binds us together. Together, may we build a world that is more tender, just, and kind. May it be so. Blessed be. Amen.
Amen. So one of the feelings that is flowing through me is happiness, because Sue is going to come up and introduce our call for our second Sunday offering. Welcome back, Sue.
On the second Sunday of each month, we hold a special offering for a social justice group, organization, or individual that is in alignment with our Unitarian Universalist values. This Sunday, we are pleased to welcome Edith Barnett, who will share briefly about the important work of the Assistance League of Fresno.
Assistance League of Fresno is an all-volunteer 501c3 nonprofit organization devoted to changing lives in Fresno and Madera counties. Non-paid volunteers are dedicated to providing ongoing support in the community through our philanthropic programs. Assistance League of Fresno has 6 philanthropic programs to support underprivileged communities. Operation School Bell is our signature program. We began serving children of Fresno County in 1990. Assistance League of Fresno has clothed over 80,000 children to date. We've made remarkable strides in laying a foundation for children by providing them with new school clothes, enabling them to arrive in the classroom better prepared to learn. In addition to clothing, we provide and promote students in health, food, school supplies, and literacy. Operation Bear Hug was established in 1988, and it was our first philanthropic program. Through this program, Assistance League provides local emergency agencies with certified safe toy teddy bears to offer comfort to children, young adults, and women who have experienced trauma. Our Dream Dress program provides free formal attire to students in need who would like to attend prom, graduation, or other school events that require dressy attire. Our Assist Teens Auxiliary consists of passionate high school students who support our programs, engage in philanthropic work, fundraising, and are devoted to transforming lives and strengthening this community.
Please welcome Edith to the pulpit.
Well, good morning, and as you know, I'm Edith Barnett. I've loved coming to the Unitarian Church. I've been coming about 3 or 4 years, and those of you that know me know that I'm really involved in AL, Assistant League. I want to thank Tim, and I want to thank Betty, and I want to thank the Social Justice Committee for choosing my philanthropic program to give the donation to this month. As you saw from the video, this was actually made by the Assist Teens, which are the high schoolers in our community that volunteer with our group. The Assistance League of Fresno is a national volunteer nonprofit organization that is devoted to changing lives through community service. Besides the adults like me, and I don't know, there's a couple hundred of us, we have a thrift store in town. Those of you that know me, I work there 3 days a week, and we have really good things at our thrift store on Blackstone Avenue. But the Assist Teens are one of our main thriving things that we want to do for the young people in our community. We want to have them have the training to work with the public. They learn business organization skills, and the most important thing is for these young people to hopefully we can instill in them the lifelong desire to help humanity. So the video, like you just saw, is just part of our committees that we have. The bear hugs we give to the first responders, to give to traumatized kids. The thrift store is where we make the money to support these committees, to buy the seniors. So at the Twilight Haven, we have a summer day that help with the seniors. The bear hug, as you saw on the screen. Burlington store, we actually get counselors to give us names of children who need clothing and shoes for school. So we donate $100 each child to buy a new outfit. These are the type of give back things we give to the community. I'll be outside in coffee hour if you'd like to learn more about the organization. We're always looking for volunteers. So thank you again for your donation.
In the spirit of giving, let us join our voices in our call of offering. If not us, then who? If not open hearts, then what? If not now, then when? If not here, then where? If not generously, then how? If not us, then who? Here's a slide showing how you can make a financial contribution right now. We will also pass the baskets in our Alluvial Avenue sanctuary. The morning offering for the Assistance League of Fresno will now be gratefully received. If you are on our virtual campus, you still have time to get a small cup of water and a bowl to participate in our water communion ritual.
A great Japanese writer once declared, individually, we are a drop. Together, we are an ocean.
Water is precious. Here in the Central Valley, water depends on it, and farming does too. Here in the Central Valley, because of greed and disregard, many families don't have access to clean and healthy drinking water. Here in the Central Valley, as everywhere in the world, water is life.
Joanna Macy, the beloved environmentalist activist, asks, "What are you? What am I?" Water, that's what I am. That's what you are. Water. Blood, mucus, sweat, tears. Inner oceans tugged by the moon tides within, tides without. Streaming fluids, floating our cells, washing and nourishing through endless riverways of gut and vein and capillary. Moisture pouring in and through and out of you, of me, in the vast poem of the hydrological cycle. You are that. I am that. Water.
Today is our annual water communion. Some of us may have brought water from moments in our summer. Some of us may have brought water from a garden hose or the kitchen sink. Some of us had water but forgot to bring it. Some of us had no idea we could even bring water to church this morning. No worries. We have water available for you so you can participate as we blend our different waters into one.
In a few moments, those of us on the Alluvial Avenue campus who wish to participate in the ritual will be able to come forward, coming down the side aisles, pouring your water into our community bowl, and then heading back to your seats through the center. Once this begins, especially folks exiting down the center aisle, we invite those of us on our virtual campus to also pour our water into a bowl at home.
This water represents our connection to this church community. By pouring our water into the bowl of community, it becomes holy water.
Not holy in that it has magical or supernatural power, but holy in the way it transforms our separateness into something whole. Holy in that it reminds us that we are part of something greater.
Mel Hoover and Rose Eddington write, "Water unites us. All water is one water, shape-shifting as it goes on in its unending cycle in many forms such as clouds, fog, rain, ice, the river. The water we pour today unites us with all the waters of the world. In our thankfulness for water, let us remember to honor, to cherish, and care for it, for our own lives, for all life that is touched by water, and for those that come after us."
The mingling of our waters also holds the energy of community. By pouring our water into our common bowl, we are saying, "This is my church community. I am part of this. The Unitarian Universalist faith tradition is my religion." To pour your water and symbolically blend it with everyone else's says that you want to recommit another year to this church, to this faith that sides with love, nourishes our spirit, that challenges us to change our world for the better. Or for the folks who are new or newish to Unitarian Universalism or this church and are exploring right now, you're saying that for this moment, something here speaks to your soul or connects with your spirit.
After we bless this water, we will use it in our child dedication ceremonies as we bless our infants or children and welcome them into our Unitarian Universalist faith.
In this way, the mingling of our waters reaches forward into the future, but it also reaches into the past. As the great Langston Hughes once wrote, "I've known rivers ancient as the world and older than the flow of human blood in human veins." The water that we're going to mingle this morning was brought into being 13.8 billion years ago in the Big Bang. It was there in that moment. This is the same water out of which almost 400 million years ago, sea creatures evolved to walk on dry land. 4.4 million years ago, this same water was part of a glorious rainbow that stretched across the East African sky and bore witness to the earliest evolving upright walking ancestors of human beings. The water we pour was once rain falling on the face of Jesus. It was water that filled the drinking cup of Buddha. This water might have once been tears in the eyes of Mamie Till Mobley as she grieved the viciousness that took her son. This same water could have once been sweat on the brow of a weary farm worker in the hot, hot summer field outside of Sanger.
As Jamila Batchelder and Molly Hoosh Gordon write, the strength of water takes on many, many forms, just as each of us has a unique and necessary strength that you bring to our community and to the work of love. As we gather together the many waters of this community, we need each of your power, each of your resilience, each of your love to make us whole.
Holy water, give us in forgiveness. Holy water, wake us to the power. Holy water, wash us in the mystery. Holy water of ocean, stream, and shower.
As our water communion begins, we first bring water from the past, water that has been brought for water communions from years past, celebrated in this same sanctuary, water brought by those who are with us still, water brought by some who have since moved away, water brought by those who have passed into the mysteries of death. Bless these waters, for they remind us of those who share the journey with us. May the waters make us remember.
In a moment, we'll begin with the two far sides coming down the side aisles and then returning back the center. And then we're going to invite the center sections to also come down the side and go back the center. If you prefer, you can ask someone else to bring your water forward, and we have two water stations set up on either side so that if you don't have water with you today, your water is waiting for you.
In a moment, we will bring forward water from the present, water that on this day is filled with memories of summer, water that holds all the joys and sorrows we carry in our hearts. Bless these waters, for they remind us that despite life's difficult times, we are good and we are loved. We are not alone. We are part of something greater. May this water make us shapers of the future.
Let our water communion begin!
She can.
Sylvie. Bring me a little water now. Bring me a little water, Sylvie. Every little once in a while. Can't you see me coming? Can't you see me now? I will bring a little water every little once in a while. Bring me a little water, Sylvie. Bring me a little water now. Bring me a little water, Sylvie. Every little once in a while. Once in a while, won't you bring me a little water, Sylvie? Bring me a little water now. Bring me a little water, Sylvie. Every little once in a while. Once in a while, won't you bring me a little water, Sylvie? Bring me a little water now. Bring me a little water, Sylvie. Every little once in a while. Every little once in a while, yeah. Every little once in a while. Ooh, bring me a little. Every little once in a while. 2, 3, 4. Bring me a little water, Sylvie. Bring me a little water now. Bring me a little water, Sylvie. Every once in a while. Don't you hear me calling, Sylvie? Don't you hear me calling now? Don't you hear me calling, Sylvie? Every little once in a while. Every little once in a while.
I pour this last cup of water for all those who are on our virtual campus. This water is you, it is yours. We treasure you as your life is mingled with our own. I invite us now to stand as we're willing and able as Eva teaches us our water blessing words.
Our words this morning are, bendecimos estas aguas con nuestro amor. We bless these waters with our love. Can we say that together, please? Bendecimos estas aguas con nuestro amor. We bless these waters with our love. One more time, please. Bendecimos estas aguas con nuestro amor. We bless these waters with our love. Now, if you are comfortable doing so, please reach a hand out with palm up toward our water of community. Imagine all your love and good intentions flowing from your hands into the water in front of us.
These words of blessing are by the Reverend Ranwa Hamami. Let us now together, with intention, bless this water. This water is sacred. It is made sacred by the many hands that have poured it with intention and love. The many stories that each drop contains, It is made sacred by the many lives surrounding it in this unique moment, connected by commitment and love. Together, let us say,
Bendecimos estas aguas con nuestro amor. We bless these waters with our love. This water is sacred. May it continue to flow through this community with shining reflections of the unique gifts that flow through each of us. Together, bendecimos estas aguas con nuestro amor. We bless these waters with our love.
may this water continue to nurture this community with sustaining hope as we journey together through ripples of growth, ripples of change. Together we say,
Bendecimos estas aguas con nuestro amor. We bless these waters with our love. Within the reservoirs of hearts and spirits, may this water continue to bless this community with loving reminders of our care and responsibility to one another and the world beyond our doors. Together let us say, Bendecimos estas aguas con nuestro amor. We bless these waters with our love.
it has been spoken, may it be so. Blessed be. Amen. Let's now join in singing, Strong is What We Make Each Other. Lorenzo is going to sing, and whatever he sings, we're going to sing back to him. Strong is what we make each other.
2, 3, 4. Strong is what we make each other.
Strong is what we make each other.
Flowing through me,
Flowing through me,
flowing through you,
flowing through you.
earthing life,
Earthing life.
pain and vision intertwining,
Pain and vision intertwining.
flowing through me,
Flowing through me,
flowing through you,
flowing through you.
earthing life.
Earthing life.
Long and justice guide our journey,
Love and justice guide our journey.
flowing through me,
Flowing through me,
flowing through you,
flowing through you.
earthing life.
Earthing life.
Strong is what we make each other,
Strong is what we make each other.
flowing through me,
Flowing through me,
flowing through you,
flowing through you.
earthing life.
Earthing life.
Please be seated.
As our celebration of community and connection comes to an end, please join in our chalice extinguishing words led by Eva.
Extinguimos esta llama, pero no la luz de la verdad, el calor de comunidad o el fuego de nuestro compromiso. Estos los llevaremos en el corazón. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts.
And Tim has some reminders for us.
I do, but before I offer those reminders, let's just give a round of applause, appreciation for all who were involved in our service today. And I think we also, some applause for our kiddos down on the Explore floor. It was great having you. An award-winning scream, I declare. As we leave today, at the door, the ushers will have slips of paper. This is going to help us remember, if we're here next week, to bring some food for neighborhood food pantries, it's going to be easy this week. They only need granola bars and peanut butter. Granola bars and peanut butter. If you think of that, please bring those next week. I want to introduce to you once again Cecily, who is our coordinator of community life. If you are, yes. If you are new or newish to our community, she is the go-to person to help you get connected. I am excited to share that after the service, we are going to have a salad lunch potluck here in the sanctuary. So whether you brought food or not, you are welcome to stay. We hope you do. It's about connection and community. For those who are able, we are going to need to bring in some tables and move some chairs around so that we can turn this into a potluck dining room. And then I believe the food will be in the kitchen, and so folks will go out and get that, and then you'll come back in. I believe those are the instructions. Also, look for a turquoise tablecloth. That is a question and answer table with a member of our Board of Trustees, so you can go right there if you're new or newish, and conversation will flow. This week is the August launch of our campaign, You the Vote. Could you say You the Vote? You the Vote.